Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle Modentrelacs by CZT Carmen Menchon, and I hope I got that right. That's my best guess. Okay, and I don't know what's harder to pronounce or harder to do this one. It's not as bad as it looks. All right. So, you know what, I think might have more room on the diagonal. So let's do that. Let's try 3 seed shapes in the center, and I was also trying to decide, well, I'm gonna go ahead and let's see if I can make them more of an angle. I was trying to decide if you really need to have them at an angle. I suppose it helps, but that is something to play with. So let's start here in the center, a nice seed shape. Whoops, sorry, curve line one way, curve line the other way, meeting at the ends. All right, and so we'll do 3. Okay, and if they're a little different sizes, well, that's all right too. It's Zentangle. All right, we'll see how this goes. Okay, and you know what? Let me move this because apparently I am more comfortable moving it this way. You need to see it. Okay. Now, so some of this is going to go off of the page, but I think it'll work out good. All right. Next step is I'm using, kind of the takeoff and land concept by tracing over this. The land part, we're not really landing, but we're stopping. So like that, just extending that curve up a ways. Then this is a lot of, do it, turn your tile, same thing, other side. Like that. That one went a little straight, but that's okay. All right, then from here, we're going to go the other direction. This is a lot of curve lines right here. So a nice C shape like this. Well, this one I'll just end. Oh, that'll work out all right. Same thing. You can turn your tile. Do the same thing. That one's there. And okay, like so. It's one of those I debate. Let me look at my... Sometimes it's like, should I make that a little longer? As we go, we can always make it a little longer. Okay. Next. Oh, yeah. Actually, it should go a little... Let's extend that carefully. Carefully. That one doesn't matter. Okay, because what we're going to do next is... it would have worked. We do need to have it extend past this curve line. However, yours have ended up. That one was rather fat, that one there. Okay, because what we're going to do is take this line and connect it down here, but I'm going to narrow it. Let me just do it. Kind of a curve line, like that. We'll do that with all of them. This one I'm going to do backwards because it ends up somewhere out here off of the tile, like that. Okay, flip, do the same thing. And interestingly, as you do it, and as I was doing it, I start, and then you see the result afterward. It's like, well, should I have done this a little more curved in or more, curved out, whatever. And, we only figure that out by doing it. And it'll all end up just fine. And I'll show you why I'm thinking that in a moment. Okay. Next step. Now, what I did on my version of the step out is I kind of split it up into 2 steps because I was thinking, to be clear on this step out so that way everybody understands it. so I have it as 2 steps, but I put a little asterisk, and I call them 6A and 6B. And on the 6B, I said, you can do these steps, these as one stroke. So here's what I did. Because what we're going to do is, oh, maybe I could change it. I haven't scanned them in yet. As if that matters, I can always change things up. Because here's what we're doing. We're going from here, and I'm just going to I'll put two little lines there. And I'm looking at back. I'm pulling up Carmen's step out as well as I'm looking at my own. Now, what Carmen did in hers is she put little dotted lines where you would be hollow bowing. I could probably do that too. But my lines are thinner. I don't know. Anyway, jury is out on that one for me. But probably not a bad idea, because what she's showing is we're going to take this, and we're going to connect it over here. So the interesting thing is, this is going the direction that it's going. And being that this is Zentangle, we want to kind of, not fret too much about planning and stuff like that. So here's what I'm going to do. So I know I'm aiming for here. And even though this is kind of aimed up, we don't know what it does behind here. So I am just going to, and again, hollow bowing. That could be convincing. And then do the other side. Pen doesn't want to do something else. So that kind of looks like it connects, right? So it's one of those, don't fret about it. Maybe I will change it, because it's probably a good idea to put those dotted lines in. If you've seen that before, or let me know in the chat. So that's what we're doing. Now this one is just going off the page, so we don't have to worry about it that much. And I'm going to do the outside one first. But I'm going to try to emulate what I have here, that same angle. Like I said, we're just having it go off of the page. All right, and then this one. Oh, the other thing I was debating is, having it come in a little bit from the end. And some of hers do, some of hers don't. It's another whatever happens, and try not to worry too much about it. Okay, so knowing I'm aiming for here, and I'm aiming for just a little shy of that. Let me do the outside one first. I did the inside one first last time. That kind of works. There we go. Actually, I'm just thinking, I was like, I could have stopped this here, and then that would be it would look like it's compact. But I didn't, so therefore, let's see. We will just take this off the edge here. Like that. There we go. And to me, it looks like a weird loop-de-loop. But what I've noticed if you take a look at the For More Inspiration link, what I was seeing more in Linda, wait, it's because, pause, if you stop here, yes, it's cool. Don't stop there. We're flipping it. We're doing the same thing on the other side. Oh, gee whiz. Just never mind me. I get all, I'm like going, okay, that was exhausting enough. No, I'm just teasing. And it does look cool just like that. So you could stop there if you want to, but we're not gonna. We're gonna go to the other side. I'm like, why did Linda's hers looked like ovals? I'm like, mine doesn't even look anything like that. Okay, so I'll explain that again in a moment. Okay. Or yeah, I will recontinue that conversation. Same thing on this side. Like, I'm starting in the middle because I'm finding that one to be easier to do. Kind of gets you started. This one, I don't have that quite that end. This is a little curved, so I'm just going to go with it. Like so. And this one will connect, so let's do the same. And this is one for sure, going slow is very helpful. Have some focus. Yeah, see, like right here, I'm getting this, a bit of this oval, and it seemed like Linda's looked more complete. So like we had this shape and this shape. I don't know. It was just, it struck me funny. And maybe because of her shading, that's what I was seeing. All right, let's do this one, which is going to go off the page. Okay, and then let's see. This, I need to turn it upside down so I can see. And you know, and if you like to do this too, where we are going off of the page, sometimes it's like, okay, wait, let me see. All right, we're here. What is it that I'm going to see here exactly? And I think it's just going to be, because I'm not doing this part, but let's just put like that. So that way it kind of looks complete. Okay, this side though, we're going to just leave it at that. Sometimes it's just like, no, that's fine. All right. Yeah, and that's it. Oh my goodness. I hope that helped somehow. All right, let me find a nice, okay, that's a bit of a thin tortillon. And let's do some shading. Over and unders, number 1. Although, you know, well, let's see. Well, let's start with that, because we can always, and I'm just going to put a little bit because these are such small places. We can always like fill this in, especially this one. That one's going to be filled in for sure. Like I said, that's probably why I got that impression. Oops, and let's put one here. I kind of wanted to just do one, and then let's do that. Okay. Being careful, because I want to keep it inside. You know, and this is one of those things where, well, it's nice to have a little bit of, you know, shine, if you will, here. At the same time, when it gets to be too small, it's just too small. And it doesn't always have to be that way either. So I'm saying this because I'm probably going to just put the tortillon over all of it. This one is way too small. We're just going to fill that in like that. I don't know. I try it and then I see, and then it's like, well, okay, if that's too much. And I also try not to worry too much about it. This one I forgot, but that whole thing is going to get filled in right there, just like that. And you can see the nice shape that's turning into. You know, I just had another thought. Oh, I could still do it. Well, let me try it, because I like to have brainstorms right here with you, and try it, and we'll see what happens. Let me think about it for a minute. You know, okay, because if we're going to pretend like this is a 3D image, let's just do it. So I'm thinking this is kind of like how I like to shade Halabao the Tangle. So I'm taking these large, and luckily I can go back and do the others. The large, that initial shape that we made, let's do it this way. Oops. Let's not go into the inside. All right, and because this will take care of the over and under part versus like I was doing here, right? Every little nook and cranny. Oh my gosh. Yes. Glad I thought of that. I don't know, but well, let's finish. We'll finish this side and then I can come back and do that one. And then I love having brainstorms with you, my YouTube friends. especially if they turn out okay. And I think this is gonna be. I'm liking it already. Also because it's easier. Easier is good. We like easy, especially if it's a bit of a tough tangle. And actually, we'll see what I want to do on the outside edge. Notice I'm not touching it yet because I don't want to. Oh my goodness. Okay, so like this half to this half. Personally, I like that better. To me, it gives, I don't know. Oh, this is one of those that I have to go back and look at it. But you know, it's kind of hard. Let's see, like if I put my finger here. I don't know, I kind of like it. I think it adds some interesting depth. And then on top of it, if we add a little curviness up here, and I'm just using what's left on the Tortillion. We'll do some down here. So not really going outside on those pieces, but just doing this. I think I like it. Okay, let me finish these. And let me give a little sharpen to this pencil. Just because I don't want it spread out too far. In this, I just want to kind of fill in those gaps. Well, let's see. While it's there, let's just do this. Yeah, and the thing, yeah, and let's see. Well, no, I forgot where I was here before. Yeah, so it did bring it up a little bit. Here, I've gone up a little bit farther than I would by just doing this. But that's okay, because you can always do that afterwards if you want to. If you feel the need to bring it up a little further into something, of course, do it. It's your tangle. Wait, did I do that? Oh, here. Where am I missing? That's what happens when oh, maybe I got it all. Oh, and let's get this. Just trying to be careful as to not get it to the outside, because that kind of, it doesn't help with the making it curvy idea. That's my technical term. Or bendy. And then I could come back. Let's just look at it for a moment. Oh, I think that gives it a lot more dimension. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going right over this with my colorless blender from Prismacolor. Just on the line, because I want it to be, I just want a little extra dimension without adding any more graphite. Just to that edge. And that's why I'm going over the line so I don't make a new line. Because I like to have a gradient, not have, you know, and not see like some harsh line. Like this one. Bad. A nice smooth-ish gradient. Okay. Well, I'll tell you, I think I like that. Yes. And it is interesting. So now I'm seeing like this as almost a separate oval that's behind these loops. But then you could also see it as kind of going like this. Wait. This. Oh, it goes this way. It's neat. Oh, let's get this going off the edge. It needed something there, and then here too. There we go. All right. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed this. And I don't remember if I mentioned this is a recent release from Tangle Patterns. And And I'm seeing a lot of people doing it, so I'm like, I was thinking about doing it yesterday, but I did not. Probably because whatever I did the day before, I'm like, well, no, and maybe we need a little brain break. So I kind of do something difficult, maybe not so difficult, maybe a little, maybe not. And because this is March, and I want to do the knots of March, I'm going to go with that theme. We'll be sharing some more like this, and but I don't know that I want to, like pound it every day. So anyway, again, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please click on the like button. If you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. In the description section, I mentioned links to the step outs. And then below that is my Linktree link, and there you will find all of my social media, links to website, if you want to follow my blog there, Facebook group, we have a Tangle Addicts community group. If you want to join us there, after you click the link, there are 4 questions you have to answer, just letting you know that. And let's say Facebook page if you want to follow me for classes and the Daily Tangle, which is this. And then, it's self-explanatory. I just like to make sure to highlight a few things. All right, so I do teach on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You will find, well, you'll see the Thursday ones because I have that set up as a recurring event on Eventbrite, and Facebook is goofy. I've tried to set up as a recurring event, and then it just does weird things, so I don't do that. But I try to keep the current one up there, which I have to go do that now. But anyway, you'll see the types of classes that I do on my website, and just come and join us. We have a lot of fun. Thursdays are free. The ones on Tuesdays generally have some sort of a fee, so just so you know. All right, so with that, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.